Did you see that? It basically popped the balloon. Yeah, time for a good night of sleep with some exploding pillows made in Blender. Yeah, let's get started. It's gonna be cool. We're gonna do cloth and collisions and stuff. Anyway, and we'll get to pop it. So, let's go into edit mode, and let's go to face select and press GZ1 with our cube. So let's press GZ on the top face and just make it into kind of a pillow shape. So now, something I'm gonna do is press Control R and to add an edge loop, and I click and I'll add one more a bit lower down. Actually, we don't need to add edge loops, and we're actually just going to subdivide it. So we can press A and then subdivide, subdivide, subdivide. Actually, I forgot. Let's do it. So subdivide, subdivide. Or just now let's subdivide, and this time let's go to this. Okay, and now this time let's go to this little menu. Turn up fractal, and look, now we have like a really weird pillow. But let's do smoothness. It'll bulge a bit. Turn up to fractal just a little, then subdivide again, and one more time, finally. And it doesn't really matter, but let's just check it out. So now I have a stupid looking little pillow. Not as bad as it could be. So now let's just make those little parts that stick out from the pillow. We can select some faces and press E to extrude them out. It looks stupid as heck, but who cares? It's not like we're exploding it. Stupid pillows were meant to be exploded, I guess. Okay, now we have a pillow. Even if it's a stupid one, it's going to work well. So now let's add the plane. And press S to scale way up. Not way. Press collision for the plane. Then press GZ on the pillow to move it up a bit. Splat. Look, we played the simulation. The pillow goes splat. Make sure it's a cloth, but then you play it. Yeah. So, what do we do if the pillow splats? Well, obviously, pillows have pressure, so let's check pressure. Now, the pillow is gonna look good. Kind of, you know. But you need to change it, so that's like 5. Try it. Too much. Let's do 2. I want it to squish a little. No, that's still. It looks like a rotten piece of beef or something. I don't know. That's a bit more like it, sort of. But you can scale it down a bit more. I think that would. Turn up the pressure. Turn up the pressure scale. That's a bit better. Turn it up even more. That's a bit more like it, but though it still looks like, you know, they used to cook things inside inflated pig bladders, or use them as balloons or something. And this just seems exactly like a pig bladder, and we'd rather a pillow. We're not making pig bladders today. So we can turn down the bending up here, and you can change a few things. Oh yeah, if you want it to hang by something, you can select go into vertex select and select a vertex like right in the middle, and then you can go to vertex group and press make a new one and press assign to that one, the vertex. And now you see what's gonna happen. So we play it, nothing happens, but then we go into the soft body settings, and then we go into shape and then pin group, and we select that little group that we made. No, that's like, this is the most cursed thing ever. You know, this is just a random tip. It's not actually, it's no good for pillows. It's like something hung it. So let's get rid of that. Now it's much better. So, we have our pillow. But what about it exploding? No problem. So the first thing I'm going to do, just to make it really cool, is model a needle. Let's add a cylinder, press shade smooth, and auto smooth to keep things crisp. And now let's go press GX, and over here, let's scale it down until it's like a needle size. Press SZ to scale up in one direction, SC, and once you've gotten a pretty good needle shape, I think that's almost good. But let's go back into face select and select the bottom face, and then to kind of give it that needle feel. And make it okay. And now, okay, and now I'm gonna press E and then scale it up and then E. And I just made the world's worst needle ever invented. Totally. I'm gonna win like a prize for this. And I added an edge loop by pressing Ctrl R, and now I'm gonna move it upwards a bit. And now I can scale. I could go into face select mode and scale this down. Just make like I'm gonna make it. It's nothing important, and you don't have to make a needle. But when I make needles, I want them to look vicious. Let's make it a collision. And just let's do a bit of basic material. I'm gonna make a middle texture by turning up metallic. That'll do. It's a pretty poor texture. Let's just turn on ambient occlusion and screen space reflections, since we're doing it in Eevee. It's just bad shadows and stuff. So now press R to rotate the needle. Make sure you're in side view, and so now. So okay, I have a couple tricks up my sleeve here. So let's just make this and make it a darker color to add some contrast. We're gonna turn down the specular so it's here. So okay, so now I'll make our pillow red. I don't know what color. I'll make it yellow. That's and I'll make this black. Then that's my color theme. But then turn up the specular, or else it's gonna look awful. Look at this. Yeah, and I think that's looking pretty good. So, like I said, this is not a texturing tutorial. It's just a plain old cloth tutorial thing. Okay, so the pressure is at 1 right now, and now play it until you feel. When should it pop? When should the needle hit it? Choose I want 140. So this is each chance. So now you can press the little keyframe button and look, the pressure's at 1. So now drag to the next frame and change the pressure to 500 and press the little keyframe. It popped. Look. Pop. That's awful. Let's go to this keyframe and let's do actually 100, and then it'll be a bit more believable, though not too terribly believable anyway. Okay, yeah, you could kind of see the entire thing exploding. Whoa! Okay, so now let's turn on auto keying, and so we can go into the side view and press the little auto keying button here, and then we play, and then we just move the needle around a little. And pause when you get near 140, and then you can manually add one keyframe here. So now right here, let's just go a couple frames and let's move it a bit closer. And now let's go to frame 140 and stick the needle right in there. Okay, and let's see if this worked. Did you see that? It basically popped the balloon. Okay, here, this was just the secret behind it. So what we did is we made the pressure get so big at that moment because we weren't going to actually pop it, but we popped it using pressure, and we keyframed the pressure so that when the pressure got too high, we made sure it was at the exact same time that the needle hit it, and then boom, it just blows up. So it kind of. It works. It's not it's kind of sloppy, but I think yeah, it's just satisfying. And we can and then we can duplicate the needle by pressing Shift D and press Shift D, duplicate, and then we hover our mouse over all the keyframes and press delete. And now we go back into the 3D viewport, and let's make it kind of nudge the balloon. Let's make it go down and rotate a little. And so let's do this all before the time it pops. So let's just add some like needle procedure things. And yeah, and let's just go a bit further. Let's rotate and check this out. Let's see if this works. It's trying to pop the balloon. It's going at a few fewer FPS, but oh no, it's look at that. It looks like that needle. It's like gone stuck to the balloon. And let's see what happens. There's too much friction. This is kind of I'm going too far with this. It's half crazy. Yeah, it's getting more and more tangled. So let's just delete this second needle. It's bad. It's just all I want to do is wait. What? Hey, look, that's pretending that the needle actually did stuff. So let's go to frame 0. Okay, wait. It baked, and for some reason it is not unbaking. So what you're gonna do is go to cache in the soft body settings and click bake, and then now check this out, and then you'll watch it pop. So when it's baked, you won't be able to change any of the settings, but you can just delete the bake to do that. And now that it's baked, you can do you can delete this like the plane, and so now like it's nothing. So anyway, turn it to cycles and do GPU, add an HDRI. I have some HDRI stored up. Signal Hill Sunrise, and nah, I do. Okay, this is where I start to get really picky. You know, you need to choose just the right HDRI, or else like the world will shatter. But no, it won't. So then we can also add the subdivision surface modifier just to make things that one bit nicer. Just make sure it's not before the cloth. Wait, what the heck? It just exploded. And now it just looks so pretty. So there we have it, a balloon that just explodes. You know, change the material, turn down the roughness. Now you have a really like glossy thing. Make it metal, yellow metal. Look at that! You're gonna pop a metal balloon? What? You're probably asking me, what are you even gonna use the tutorial for right now? I have no idea. What are you going to? And it's like, and popping balloons is one of the most useless things you can do in Blender yet. I'm making a tutorial on it anyway, so no, it's kind of weird, but anyway.